We are 2.5 weeks into session. We're only days away from crossover, which means that any bills that we don't address before that date die in the Senate. This year we've had a number of challenges that have been caused by application of the rules, and quite frankly, application of the rules in an unfair fashion. One of the things that we count on here in Richmond is certainly not that we're going to win all of the battles that we choose to fight, but that we'll have fair fights. And that is something that, quite frankly, we've been denied while we've been down here this year. There have been two particular instances of note. One was in the Senate Privileges and Elections Committee. The chairman of the committee decided that she was going to consign a number of bills, 12 to be exact, to a subcommittee where there was no expectation that they were going to come out. Some of those bills were the repeal amendment, which is very popular and supported broadly by the Tea Party. Another bill was the constitutional amendment on eminent domain, which, quite frankly, everybody supports, liberals, conservatives, Republicans, and Democrats. And true to form, those bills died in the subcommittee, and we made a motion to report them out to the committee. The chairman ruled those motions out of order, which is really an extraordinary ruling on routine motion. We really ought to have gotten a hearing. We get sent to Richmond in order to vote on controversial proposals, not to have them die in subcommittees where one or two people actually vote on them. Today, somewhat more extraordinary event occurred. The Rehabilitation and Social Services Committee met. That's the committee that was supposed to take up the governor's bill on ABC privatization. When the governor sends a bill to the General Assembly, it is highly unusual for the General Assembly not to consider the merits of the governor's bill. This morning, the chairman of the committee decided that it wasn't going to show up on the docket or on the agenda of the committee. There was a motion made to add it, and the chairman, she ruled it out of order. On the floor of the Senate today, we delivered to the Senate Majority Leader a petition signed by every Republican, supported by every single Republican member of the Senate, asking the Democrats and the chairs, particularly of Rehabilitation, Social Services, and Privileges and Elections, to give us a fair hearing on those bills, convene a new committee meeting so that we can have a hearing on the merits of those bills. In the alternative, we've asked the chairs of those committees just to release the bills, discharge them to the floor, where members of the entire Senate, the body as a whole, all 40 of us, can actually cast a vote on these issues that, quite frankly, are very important to Virginians. It's been an exciting first half of the General Assembly session. A lot of controversial issues have been taken up by the House. I wish that we could take up just a couple of more controversial issues in the Senate. 3.5 weeks to go. I'd urge you to call me if there are issues of concern to you. We love to have visitors. Call my office or send me an email at mark@markobenshain.com and come see us down here in Richmond. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend.